they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that are...
And during the few moments that we have left, I want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect, and we watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just got to throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
It's an interconference contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder play one at home. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Pacers right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start to the road trip here. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And seeing where Indiana is, they played some good basketball this year. They have to consider this season to be a success in terms of where they are at this point.
Well, they ought to. I mean, I wasn't sure they were going to be able to do a lot of damage coming into the year.
The Thunder leading by 8. Outside Durant. There's a good screen. Pass to Morrow. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
And it's Cooper missing.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical, dominant performance out here. They are in a zone. And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. The Pacers in fifth.
This team takes smart three-point shots. That's one of the reasons, Kevin, they're amongst the league leaders in three-point percentage. They don't just hoist up crazy threes. They get quality looks from behind that arc.
Pacers trail by 11. Well, Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Passes it to McGarry. To the paint. Here's Durant. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Durant's got his first points of the night. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Westbrook kicks to McGarry. Westbrook a screen on Hill. Durant against Cooper. Over to the left wing. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Durant. And that's 10 points for Russell Westbrook. Hill passes to Cooper. Stuckey dishes to Hill. And again, it's Indiana.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Outside Durant, inside. Here's McGarry, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
The Thunder leading by 9. Westbrook kicks to Morrow. Pass to Durant. Off the screen. Hill pulls it in.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's Stuckey, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
All right, a chance to check out stats here for George Hill. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And, fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Collison's out there. Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball, and he gets it to go.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And, Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out of transition.
And there's the pass to Morrow. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He's looking pretty confident out there. I mean, 5 of 7 so far from the field. He's feeling it.
Cooper a screen on Westbrook.
Move the ball.
Westbrook against Stuckey. He feeds it to Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Pacers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And the first one drops.
Taking 2 shots.
And Cooper drops both of them. The Thunder leading by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Durant attacking. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Pick up by Hill. Freak with it. It'll count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Thunder lead by 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you. Every time he punches the ball, when you don't shoot, he screams you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, you say, yeah, good shot. You know, and your coaches in the practice talking to your teammates. Man, when Serge is open, give him the ball. He will make that shot.
If you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is. Huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
On the court for Indiana, Paul George is out there with Hill. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. Then there's Solomon Hill. And it's Ellis and at the 1.
Hey, guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He ended with 16 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris, thank you. There were some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Durant subbed in for Anthony Morrow. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Hill. Cooper comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Solomon Hill. And it's Hill in for Monte Ellis. Ray, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clarkey.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
Thunder trailing by 8. Right side, Westbrook. Here's the screen. Looking to end the run. Another miss by Westbrook.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge here. I mean, there's no question about it, Greg. And the lead, I think, is just going to continue to grow and grow from here. He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Hill up top. He's covered by Westbrook. And it's Cooper missing. Oklahoma City's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And Durant, here we go. Baseline try, can't hit. So Indiana will take it the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
You just have to admire the versatility they were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did.
Westbrook against Hill. And finished off by Westbrook.
You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
Yeah, what a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And it's Hill penetrating. Westbrook with the nice D there.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Freak sets a screen for Hill. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Well, some of the numbers NBA wingmen have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. Kevin Durant, number 1. Freak is second.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And, Greg, you can't post the kind of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be undisciplined at the small forward spot if you hope to be an efficient shooter.
Hill dishes to Freak. Lets it go from 11. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists tonight.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Waiters no luck.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
To the middle, here's Mahimi. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
There's the dish to Waiters. Outside Westbrook. Launches a 3, and it's Durant. That time on the assist by Westbrook. And it's 9 points for Kevin Durant.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Cooper a screen on Westbrook. Stuckey right side. Six to shoot. Westbrook with the steal. Thunder trailing by 5. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Dishes it to Adams. Waiters passes to Adams. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. It's the Pacers leading by 5. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by.
Well, Russell, you...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Well, Westbrook has been great. 19 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2, and it's Cantor in at the center position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second. Now here's Westbrook. 21 points in the game, and that one's good. Durant.
You know, it's hard not to think of great shooting when you think of Kevin Durant. What he's really worked on over the past few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
Here's Cooper. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. free throw drops for Hill. Nick Collison's checked in for Serge Ibaka. He's perfect from the line this time. Thunder trailing by 8. And here's Westbrook. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Cooper a screen on Westbrook. Stuckey against Westbrook. Stuckey into the lane. Here's Hill, a second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Hill's got 12 in the game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Stuckey. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one drops. He's off on the second. Shot's good. 8 points for Hill.
You can't let them recover their missed free throws. Lucky break for the offense.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. It's rebounded by Indiana. Cooper's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Indiana moving the ball around. Miles off the pick from Cooper. The high post shot, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Morrow. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Westbrook. Kicks it to Morrow. It's rebounded by Indiana. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they play 10 games, each side would win 5.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Durant attacking. You go back to before last season with Durant. He was set to lead Team USA to their tournament, but had to withdraw from the team.
And, you know, withdrawing, Kevin, might have been the right play to keep him healthy. He still ended up on the shelf for a good while last year, but I still think it was the right decision on his part.
Waiters, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Indiana with a change here, too. Mahimi's checked in. At the top of the key, Stuckey. 1:14 left to play here in the third. They get it back. Cooper. Westbrook with the block. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his second personal foul.
That free throw good from Mahimi.
And as competitive as Durant is, you know, it was strange to see him take himself off of Team USA. But let's face it, that Paul George injury played a big role, not only in his decision, but in a lot of guys throughout the league.
Whoa. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
And, you know, Durant was not the only one affected by that injury to Paul George. To see something like that happen in an exhibition game can make anybody think twice about summer play.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
The Pacers making a change here. Hill's checked in.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Stolen by Westbrook. Outside Durant.
That's the wall.
That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And that's now 25 points for Kevin Durant.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Got it off in time, but it's no good. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Pacers lead by 7. And well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Thunder trailing by 7. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Cooper, he's in at the 4 spot. Ellis is out there with George Hill. Then it's Paul George, and it's Mahimi in at the 5. Cantor's shot is off.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Hill. He has 11 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his team.
And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Mitch McGary's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Indiana with a change here, too. Cooper's checked in. There's the screen. Waiters against Hill. Waiters dishes to Cantor. Durant kicks to McGary. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
That's good.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Thunder trailing by 9. Durant with it, picked up by Ellis. Durant, the pass to Ibaka. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And it's 13 points for Serge Ibaka.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
A lot of times when they needed some easy points in this game, they've been able to get to the foul line and get them.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team.
Hill drives in. George up top. He's covered by Cantor. Got a piece of it. Durant with the steal. Feeds to Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. Another shot. Count the basket and the foul. Hill. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Solomon Hill is checked in for Indiana.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for. Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Westbrook with a screen for Waiters. And Westbrook, here we go. And that is good. Westbrook's got 23 points. And Cancer did play well with the increased minutes last season, Clark. Averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
Thunder trailing by 3. Durant with it, picked up by Ellis. For 3, Westbrook, and that one's good. 26 points for him.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Hill, a screen on Durant. Cooper. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, take a look at the numbers for Free. He has 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
And he makes both free throws. Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. And Westbrook, here we go. Bank shot, no good. Indiana leading. The feed now to Hill. Stolen by Cantor. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Raiders on the wing. He's guarded by Ellis. Durant wide open. He fires.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Cooper with the bucket.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Thunder trailing by 4.
Starting to feel it from deep. Let's tighten up our pressure on the perimeter and make those looks tougher to get. We're going to give up the drive, but we have to rotate on the weak side to get there.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
Westbrook against Hill. Cooper kicks to Hill. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And Ibaka kicks to Durant. It's hauled in by George. George has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Raiders against Cooper. To the paint, off the screen, and the rejection by Ibaka. Westbrook against Cooper. And Westbrook, here we go. It's stolen by Hill. We've got 1:08 left in the game. Hill dishes to Freak. Hill sets the screen for Freak. It's back to Hill. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Stolen by Ellis. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team's foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And so here is Oklahoma City. And Waiters kicks to Westbrook. Ibaka outside. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And it's the Pacers' ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. George passes to Hill. He kicks to Freak. Hill, a screen on Westbrook. Freak dishes to Hill. Outside Hill. Pass to George. Now Freak. They set the pick. No good there. So it's Indiana picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Jay, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that.
Hey.
Well, Paul,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, George Hill.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around this quickly, it's a nice surprise. Play after play, he was getting after.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? What's up? We see you.
Yo. What up? I never had this feeling.
Tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
The Pacers look to take charge. We're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Hawks.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was...
Indiana's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Hill gets a screen from Cooper. Stuckey against Butler. Stuckey kicks to Freak. Allen with the screen for Freak. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Pacers leading by 5. They set the pick. Passes it to Allen. From 10 feet out. That's good on the jump shot. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Brooks, the pass to Butler. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And for Jimmy Butler, so much improvement over his young career, especially as a shooter. His rookie year, he shot just 18% from 3. Last season, he shot 38% from there.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Butler against Stuckey. Here's Mahinmi. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Bulls trail by 5. Dunleavy dishes to Butler. Cranes the three-pointer. Butler's got 5 now.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The Pacers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's the screen. Hill kicks to Freak. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. That's 7 points for Jimmy Butler. Butler's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Hill passes to Cooper. Inside. Second chance shot, Allen. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Dunleavy kicks to Brooks. Mirotic sets the screen for Brooks. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Gibson the screen. Dunleavy for 3, and that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 1.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Hill dishes to Freak. No one near him. Can't hit. Now Chicago takes it the other way. There's a minute left here in the first quarter. Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Hill, he's checked in for Lavoy Allen. And it's C.J. Miles in for George Hill. Cooper, the pass to Stuckey. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey.
And back to Mirotic last season. Per 36 minutes, he averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds. He was also a tremendous foul shooter for a rookie big and made the all-rookie first team, was second in Rookie of the Year voting. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Indiana trailing here. Stuckey kicks to Mahinmi. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Brooks against Hill. Mirotic, the screen. Brooks dishes to Butler. Offline from the high post. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls. I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go now for Indiana. Allen's checked in for Mahinmi. Cooper comes in for Jordan Hill. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Hill, and it's Hill in for Monte Ellis. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Dunleavy comes in for Mirotic. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Brooks in for Rose. So for Chicago right now, the big men are Gibson and Noah. Butler teamed with Dunleavy on the perimeter, and it's Brooks in at the point guard. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets made some nice plays. He ended with 10 points and collected 6 huge rebounds to go with that. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Hill passes to Cooper. Clock is at 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
You know, not only is the game neck and neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one. You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Pacers trail by 3. Fires the 3. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound. Dunleavy's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Noah. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Brooks kicks to Dunleavy. Noah the screen. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, 2 major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he'd had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
Gibson with the screen on Hill. Brooks dishes to Gibson. His first shot coming late, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And the Bulls lead by 3.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Hey, guys, talking about Joakim Noah, he was still the spirit of that team last season. Amongst all the great talents the Bulls had, Noah was that energizer and catalyst for the team, a true warrior, even in an off year.
That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Noah with a screen for Brooks. The 3-pointer, no good.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Cooper, the pass to Allen. It's Hill on the wing. To the paint. And there's Paul George on the assist by Hill. Hill's got his 5th assist in this one. Now here's Brooks. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside Butler. Pulls up. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Butler's got 8 points in the quarter.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. Body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
And that one's good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Chicago trailing here. Brooks up on top. He's guarded by Hill. Allen against Noah. And here's Brooks from outside. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Bulls lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here we go now, the start of the 3rd quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested. Ends up with a new group on the floor. Then for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. Cooper in at the 3. C.J. Miles is out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then there's Ian Mahimi. And it's Hill in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Cooper kicks to Mahimi. He nails it, and we're tied up. Mahimi's got his 2nd basket of the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And again, no good by Chicago.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Stolen by Brooks. Down low, here's Gibson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's see how Indiana stacked up. 3rd in three-point field goal percentage. 3rd in opponent field goal percentage. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And it's their ranking and the three-point percentage that really catches my eye. A team stocked with some real sharpshooters, and when you can stroke it like that, the green light doesn't get any brighter.
Stuckey drives inside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Brooks with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Mirotic has a wide open look. Noah dishes to Gibson, and he goes in for the dunk.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Pacers trail by 3. Stuckey into the lane. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And Mirotic kicks to Brooks. Gibson the screen. Back to Mirotic. Fires the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 5th assist in this one. Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve, effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
And whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. It ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award.
Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Stuckey drives inside for the lead, and the Pacers tack on 2 more. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And a wide open look for Freak, and the Pacers another 3.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Brooks outside. Gibson with the screen on Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Gibson.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Here's Cooper up in time. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pacers out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. Mirotic just checked in for the Bulls. Here is Rose. Taking a look at the Bulls. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Mirotic in at the small forward. Noah the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Noah with a screen for Butler. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Butler. 12 points for Nikola Mirotic.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
And it's Ellis penetrating. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Mirotic misses the 3. Pacers trail by 3. Hill a screen on Butler. Cooper the pass to Hill. Gasol with the steal. And here's Rose. Mirotic dishes to Rose. Gasol on the high post. Misses off the right iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Cooper against Rose. Hill sets the screen for Freak. It's back to Hill. Used that pick to get in close.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Tony Snell's checked in for Mirotic. Chicago with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Inside, here's Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And that's now 21 points for Jimmy Butler. Indiana leading. Now Hill. Off off the pick. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Pacers shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Cooper against Butler. Cooper kicks to Hill. Ellis outside. Pass to Cooper. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
What a game we've seen here for Freak. 8 rebounds, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
And with more to come, you know, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
And the first one drops. And Cooper drops both of them. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against Houston. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that. The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
To the left side wing. Snell from outside. Pacers with the rebound. Ellis the pass to Hill. The feed to Freak. From deep. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Rose dishes to Butler. No good. That would have tied it.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Freak with it. Butler covering. Fades back. The shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Now here's Rose. A floater. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Indiana. And a change for the Bulls. Taj Gibson's checked in for Pau Gasol.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Cooper against Butler. Allen uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Pacers lead by 3.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Freak with it. Hill sets the screen for Freak. And that one hits back iron. Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Snell, no good. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cooper. Here's Allen. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball. No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Butler. He's got 21 points and 2 steals.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball, and you know how that is. Certain parts of the game never go out of style. They're always relevant, and he's excelled in those areas today. They're digging their own hole here, throwing dirt on themselves. They haven't been nearly as efficient from the line as they were in the first half, and that can be self-destructive.
Cooper kicks to Allen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And now, let's hear it for your East Base.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
Gibson the screen. Rose kicks to Butler. Gibson with the screen on Stuckey. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Left side Rose to the inside. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Allen. Pacers leading by 4. Allen a screen on Rose. Hill has the open look. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 8th assist in the game.
And he has started to turn it on now after that slow start.
Outside Rose. Outside Butler. And they double up Butler. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Just absolute domination in this one for Gibson. He's got 13 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
We've got 1:08 left in the game. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Defended by Butler. Stuckey passes to Allen. Stuckey dishes to Freak. 6 to shoot. Hill a screen on Butler. Here's Cooper. And not sure what he was thinking there. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Grid on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And so Butler nails both of them.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Cooper a screen on Rose. Hill kicks the Freak. Cans the 3.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Rose attacking the 11-footer. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
I tell you what, this is the white-hot version of Derrick Rose right now.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them.
Yeah, 2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Noah the screen. Rose kicks to Butler. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Knocks down the trifecta. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
At the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark in the end.
Paul, how does a win like
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
He had not been a very useful player recently, but he found his form tonight. You got to give credit to the coaching staff. Even with him struggling, they were still giving him minutes, and it paid off. When he came in, he finally broke out and gave him a big-time performance.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan,
Yeah, send him in.
Can't believe the regular season's done. Some of those games I can barely remember, but we did it. We made the playoffs. And tonight, I make my postseason debut. I wasn't sure I'd be here as a rookie, but I can't wait to see what this team can do. Like KG said, anything's possible. So let's go chase that title.
sharper, stronger. Details, guys, details.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. We'll see the Indiana Pacers and the Miami Heat. We'll take a look at the Heat. The Heat. Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Lou Aldang. And it's Green in for Dwayne Wade. The Pacers also changing it up. Mahinmi's checked in for Allen. Cooper comes in for Monte Ellis. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for George Hill. On the court for Indiana. Cooper, he's in at 3. Mahinmi is out there with Hill. Then there's Rodney Stuckey, and it's George in at the 2 spot. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off, and the basket by Hill.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
The Heat leading by 3. Kicks to Winslow, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. Coach knows that the onus is on their team to come out of this with a win, saying for them, they are playing with no pressure. The pressure lies with us to hold home court advantage, but we're in a good place as a team and should be up to the challenge. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Hill with some nice D.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
He feeds it to Hill. It's back to Hill. On the wing, Stuckey. Miami grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Winslow kicks to Dragic. Here's Anderson. Rebound Hill. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Cooper. Hill, a screen on Stoudemire. Right side Hill. Off the screen. And he hits the jump shot. Hill's got 8.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
There's a good screen. The drive by Green. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Heat lead by 3.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Here's Stuckey, and it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Hill passes to Cooper. Pick up by Hill. Shot off the screen. Now here's Freak. Up top, Mahinmi. Hill dishes to Freak. A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. 10 points for Hill.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Outside Dragic. Shot clock at 6. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He hits both from the stripe. 1:21 left to play in the first. Stuckey kicks to Freak. Down low, and it's Hill with the jam.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
Green against Hill. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Green. Pacers trail by 3. Now Stuckey looking for his first basket still in this one. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for me.
Gets the pass to Anderson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Freak dishes to Hill. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And even 3-on-3 break. Dragic kicks to Winslow. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And now a 6-point Heat lead. Stuckey. Got it! What a shot!
Unbelievable when a shot like that.
Recently, we sat down with Freak to discuss his NBA future as a free agent this offseason. You know, it sounds like he hasn't ruled out the possibility of exploring his options.
And I'd agree with you, Kevin, and nor should he. I mean, free agency is a big decision, but it's also a huge opportunity for any player. One of the greatest opportunities a player can have in his career. So I think it makes sense, and it's prudent to take your time, evaluate your options, and see where you think you might want to land.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Cooper in at the 3. Ellis is out there with George Hill. Then there's Ian Mahinmi, and it's Allen in at the 4 slot.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
The wide open look here for Bosch. And another basket for Miami.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it. Crisp pass into the paint.
Miami's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Wade outside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
There's a screen. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hill passes to Allen. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Dragic dishes to Whiteside, and that one's good.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get to.
New group in for the Heat. Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Green in for Goran Dragic. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Cooper, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Hill. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks was just a man on a mission. He had 18 points, and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
5 to shoot. Expanding his range. Offensive rebound. Hill. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Hill. He's got 14 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw missing.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Over to the left wing. Winslow wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. And George kicks to Stuckey. He dishes it to Freak. George with the screen on Wade. Cooper the pass to George. Feeds it to Hill. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And that's now 17 points for Hill. The Heat leading by 10. Wade dishes to Green. To the paint, and Anderson kicks to Stoudemire. Hill against Green. Here's the 3. No good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Here's Cooper. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. 16 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Wade kicks to Green. Down low. Rejected by Cooper. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Five seconds left in the first half. Miami no good on that time either. Shore. Can't get it to go. And the first half is now in the books. It's the Heat. They lead by...
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
We just have to wait for the right shot, really. We want to get even with them, but too often we're trying to do it all in one trip. We stay patient, keep waiting for that can't-miss shot. Yeah, we'll be all right.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Okay, everybody, pay attention. We definitely got some stuff to go over from the first half. We're not going to let this game get away from us. I don't mind that we've been physical on D, but I do mind that we keep putting them on the line. Physical is okay, reckless is not okay. But we did get a nice lift off the bench in that half. I might want to stay with some of those hot hands.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one. Here is Stuckey. He's got 7. There's the dish to Freak. Pick up by Hill. Cooper kicks to Hill. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. Second, the Pacers.
Kevin, their opponents haven't been able to score effectively throughout the regular season because they always seem to have an answer for whatever offense their opponents throw at them.
Free throw drops for Hill. Both free throws good from Hill. Dragic with it. 15 points in the game. He kicks to Winslow. Right side Bosch. Miami no good on that time either.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Passes it to Mahinmi. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. He's guarded by Dragic. Stuckey passes to Cooper. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. And it's 8 points for Freak.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Rejected by Cooper. Here is Miles. He's guarded by Dragic. Took him no time at all on that one. And now a 4-point Pacer lead.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Cooper. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Dragic against Stuckey. Outside Dragic. Clock at 6. To end the run. It's rebounded by Indiana. Mahinmi's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Miles dishes to Freak. Stuckey outside. Hill left side. And Miles kicks to Freak. Pick up by Hill. Here's Cooper. The three-pointer no good. The Heat trail by 4. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Miami making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Hill against Whiteside. Outside Dragic. There's the pass to Bosch. And a foul on the shot. They'll go to the strike for 2.
A good night for Chris Bosch. 9 points and a block. I'll tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
Pacers leading by 3. They set the screen. Stuckey kicks to Freak from beyond the arc. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Dragic. 1:36 left here in the 3rd quarter. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Stuckey tries inside. Good. Stuckey's got 9.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Winslow kicks to Dragic.
Really the right play defensively if you can't block force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Lavoy Allen's checked in for Indiana. Indiana leading by 3. The feed to Stuckey. Shot from 12. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Bosh, the screen. There's Winslow. Dishes to Whiteside. Over in the corner, Green. Whiteside, a screen on Hill. And Green slams it in.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GH, and a bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Stuckey passes to Cooper. Kicks it to Hill. Pocket 6 to the middle. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
For Indiana, they had made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
And if they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
To me, that's got to be the target. Make sure you manage the clock effectively so you do get the last shot.
Outside, Green. Bosh drives in and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Both free throws good from Bosh. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Pace. Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this. For the Heat in Indiana with the change here too. Cooper, he's checked in for Paul George. On the court right now for the Pacers. Cooper, he's in at small forward. Lavoy Allen out there with Hill. Then it's Ellis, and it's Hill in at point guard. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Whiteside.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Outside Hill. A stupendous finish in traffic. Hill's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Pacers leading by 4. They set the screen. Outside Hill. Elbow shot is on the way. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 5th assist in this one. He'd have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. And good on the basket. Book it. 20 points for Chris Bosh.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
From downtown, they get it again. Hill. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Here's Whiteside. Got a hand on it. Ellis against Wade. Hill dishes to Freak. Hill sets the screen for Freak to the inside. Here's Allen. And And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
He's really giving them fits. They just can't find an answer for Allen. He has 12 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Winslow. The Pacers also with the sub. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. The shot by Wade, no good.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Hill, a screen on Wade.
Move the ball. Stick it to the mud.
Wade against Cooper. Here's Hill. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hill's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. They want things to be easy on themselves here late. Make sure he has the ball.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Cooper, a screen on Dragic, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Here's Bosch. Gets the bucket and the foul. Hill. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. George is checked in for Jordan Hill.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Cooper kicks to George. And stolen by Whiteside. And it's Wade in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And now 24 points for Wade.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Freak sets a screen for Hill. And it falls over the rim and in.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Dragic kicks to Dang. Dragic against Hill. Back to Dang. Shoots the three. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Here's George.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
A very impressive fourth quarter from him so far. He's knocked down 5 of 7 from the floor.
Give it up for your Heat Dancer.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop fighting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Here's Wade. The rebound by Cooper. Cooper's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Hill passes to Stuckey. Good! And it's an 8-point Pacer lead.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And it's Wade penetrating. And the jam by Whiteside. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Stolen by George. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Hill. Here's Stuckey. Pass to Allen. Releases from 15. Rebound by the Heat.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
And that's an intentional foul. That's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. And here's Miami. Dragic dishes to Dang. Good work defensively by Stuckey. Cooper kicks to George. George with the screen on Dragic. Cooper the pass to George. It's Hill top the key. At the elbow, it's Freak. Jacks up a three. Off target. So it's Indiana picking up the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so.
Hey.
Monte, this was
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jordan Hill. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here. And we are still early in the postseason. There's more round one action of the NBA playoff.
I know money isn't everything to you, Freak, and I find it hard to...
So it is for this reason I've chose to go to the Atlanta Hawks. Ooh.
talent they have on that team, they're going to championship this year.
You think so? And you know what that means?
I'm going to get ching.
I love it. I know.
Yes, my man. All right, son. Congratulations.
I've been running.
3 letters. M-A-X, baby.
Dom, we trust, baby.
Dom, we trust.
contract.
Let me see this contract.
Gotta call. I'll be right back. I gotta call finally. Yo, fool, where you been? I've been trying to call you.
Mr. Freak?
Yo, who's this?
This is Officer Vasquez with the 9th Precinct.
Officer Vasquez? What did Vic do now?
Mr. Freak, there's been an accident. Look, we're gonna need you to come down to the following address as soon as possible.
What kind of accident? Put Vic on the phone.
I can't do that, sir.
No, you're not hearing me. I want to talk to Vic.
Look, sir, we need you to calm down as soon as you can.
No. Hey, listen. Put down the phone, and I don't want to hear it get picked up until Victor Van Leer's on the phone.
Give me the phone.
Put Vic on the phone.
Mr. Freak, Mr. Van Leer was killed in a car accident.
What's going on? Give me the phone.
The car he was driving was registered to you. We were able to identify him from the
Listen
flyers
to
of
me.
his possession.
Freak,
I don't want to talk to you no more.
Freak, give me the phone. Hi, excuse me. Hi. Yes. This is Cece. This is Freak's manager. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, yes, look, we're gonna need somebody to come down and identify Mr. Van Leer. Eyewitnesses say that he was involved in a car chase. 2 cars were chasing him, and as the chase escalated, he eventually lost control and crashed. Look, I'm really sorry for your loss.
Hello. Outside of the deceased, was anybody else injured?
Vic died in a car accident. What? Yeah, they said he was in a car chase. No. Freak, I'm sorry. He died.
I'm so sorry, Frank.
Sis, all started here.
Yep, right here in the dome.
Yeah, when I was all about living the dream. Yeah. I know it'd be some nightmares.
As Daddy always says, all that glitters ain't gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss my brother Vic, though.
Deep down, he was a good person at heart, but he was never quite right. Something was always off with him, even when we were little growing up.
Yeah, I know, but I loved him anyway. I knew he was trying to take advantage of our friendship, but I didn't care. We were boys, ride or die, you know that?
Ride or die.
Just hope Vic finally found peace and depth that he never found in life.
Well, may he rest in power. When you really sit down and think about it, life is about the blink of an eye, and that's so quick. We spend a third sleeping in bed, a third trying to figure this thing called life out. Yo, by the time we think you got it all figured out, you only got a third of your life left.
Yeah, life's a trip.
Say that again.
Life's a trip.
10 times 10.
Well, honey. Hey, yo, shout out to my man Vic.
Shout out to Vic. Come on, let's bounce.
All right.
Yeah, I'm about to wake up the projects like I used to.
Better
remember?
not. You better not. You ain't kids no more.
Cece?
Hey.
Salutations.
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is growing, you will be challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. In between games, you'll have decisions to make on how to spend your off days. Will you refine your skill on the court and work on increasing your attributes in live practices? Do you want to earn fame and extra money by partnering with global brands? Or would you rather establish personal connections with some of the game's most influential personalities, which bring with them a variety of rewards? The choice is yours. Welcome to Live Practice. This is where you can improve your skills on the court by earning attribute upgrades and valuable boosts for your next game. Complete the 2 scheduled drills and then feel free to shoot around with your teammates. Be sure to explore the gym for additional ways to earn extra rewards.
We gotta be better at containing the basketball. Let's set up in some one-on-one full court. You know the drill. Intensity. Intensity! Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. Okay, that's it for now. Make sure we're iced up and rested. Go ahead, keep shooting if you want.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-round. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, they've got their hearts set on ringing in the new NBA season with a clean 1-0 record, and this is a team that believes they can do that. All the fine-tuning and changes of the offseason are what they hope will start to take shape starting tonight. And of course, Freak playing here tonight. You've probably heard his story by now. Lost a friend of a long time in the offseason. Very tough to deal with, obviously. How hard is it going to be for him to get his focus back, Shane?
It's going to be tough, Ernie. He lost someone that he knew for a long time, and it's going to weigh on him. This will be one of his most trying seasons of his career.
Man, I feel for Freak, man. It's not going to be easy. I mean, but it's an opportunity to grow. You know, a lot of guys, Ernie, you put in this position, you know, you just kind of let the court be your refuge, man. Like, this guy is a strong kid. Strong kid.
So well said, King. That does it for us.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's all about the Eastern Conference. That's where the action is today as the Atlanta Hawks get ready to battle. This, of course, their first look at this year's Washington squad. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. And now Washington's starting group. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Nene and Gortat team up in the Hawks leading by 10. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Randy Whitman. Doris, what did he have to say?
We talked about the keys to this game, and he singled out Paul Millsap as a player they've simply got to be mindful of. Coach told me he's always been an energy guy, someone you have to locate and box out every possession. But he's developed his offensive game to the point where he's more than just a hustle guy. He's also a scoring threat now, and a guy we can't leave open. They'll be watching him, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Well, Kevin, we got a moment now to look back to last year's Atlanta Hawks. Second in assists, second in fewest turnovers per game, and they were ranked third in team scoring. This team knows how to score the ball, entertaining at the offensive end.
And from those assist numbers, you can see this was a very unselfish team. Their passing was really infectious. And made them a tough team to defend.
Beal can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. On the wing, Korver takes a 3, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists tonight.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
There's a screen by Gortat. 6 to shoot. Beal's shot is good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Millsap sets the pick for Freak. Teague left side. Dishes it to Freak. Fires it up. Wall grabs the board. Wizards trail by 13. He feeds it to Beal. Kicks it to Gortat. The Wizards working the ball around now. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And it's 7 points here for Beal.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Horford sets a screen for Freak. And it's Korver in the corner from 12 feet out. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Korver. 6 points for Al Horford.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
All with it, picked up by Teague. Gortat with a screen on Teague. And Wall. Here we go now. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Wall's got his first points of the night. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. In the third spot, the Hawks.
I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Splitter is checked in for Horford. Hardaway comes in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Teague. Here's Millsap on target from 13 feet. Millsap's got 5 now.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
To the wing on the left. There's Neal with the 3. Can't get it to go. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Schroeder with the ball.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Hardaway dishes to Freak. Splitter sets a screen for Freak. For 3. Washington with the rebound. Outside, Wall. Kept alive. Perkins, the pass to Oubre. There's the dish to Neal. From deep. The shot will not go. The Hawks leading by 13. Now, Freak. There's the 3. Goes back up. And Millsap with the layup. Millsap's got 7 points in the game.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Washington's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And Wall kicks to Neal. Lets it go. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Schroeder, covered by Wall. And it's Cooper missing.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
From outside, off the mark.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Hawks on top. They're up by 11. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And here's Freak on the importance of preparing for games. You know, Clark, is there anyone that really doubts the importance of practice?
No, not at all. I mean, to get to any level of consistent performance, you've got to put the time in, and every player knows that. Some guys just take it to a different level, and Freak certainly has shown that he's willing to come early and stay late, and you can see the fruit of that labor in his game.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, for it.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Cooper in at small forward. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague. Then there's Horford. And it's Splitter in at the power forwards position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
The Wizards making a switch here. Dudley's checked in.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Wizards trail by 13. just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Walters. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Gortat's checked in for Washington. That's good from Horford on the assist by Teague. Teague's got 5 assists tonight.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
He dishes it to Horford. Passes it to Cooper. From outside the arc. That's good. Cooper's got 5 now. Well, a bit of a tragic note for Freak. He'll be playing this season after the loss of a longtime friend over the summer break.
Yeah, that's hard to hear, and certainly going to be difficult for him to work through that. Going to be on his mind all year. Never easy to go on about business as usual when you have that kind of heartache and loss.
Let's get the ball inside.
Outside Teague feeds it to Freak. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 6 assists now in the game.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in 3-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
And let's get this update now from Doris.
A lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Pass to Walters. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Nene. Plays it up and banks it in. Nene's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
T kicks to Corver. There's the feed to Splitter. Again, the Hawks score.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Pass to Dudley. He kicks to Nene. And it's blocked. And here is Teague. He has 5. The pass to Splitter. Dishes it to Freak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
All right, a chance here to check out some stats for Corver. How he did last season. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Hood's checked in for Nene. Wizards trail by 18. And Walters kicks to Dudley. The Wizards working the ball around now. Inside. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Horford with the screen on Dudley. Here's Cooper. Good on the 3-point shot. Cooper's got 11 points in the quarter.
This is tough to stop if you're the defense. I mean, they've been absolutely on fire from behind that 3-point line, and the way they space the floor, it's hard to get to those shooters.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Last year, getting it done. Second and three-point field goal percentage. And a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And, you know, going back to what you said, he was runner-up in three-point accuracy last season because no one could get him out of his rhythm.
And the Hawks making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Teague with the ball. Now Beal defending. And Teague, here we go.
That's
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. And the first one at the line is good. Justin Holiday's checked in for Cooper. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Hawks on top, running away with it. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to...
And now, your winner.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. You guys came to play today. What a job shutting them down with our D and running our own offense with precision. I love the focus I'm seeing. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. I'll tell you what we're going to use now, the pick and roll. Let's get...
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going.
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Freak. 15 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Atlanta making a switch here. Cooper's checked in. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint, and it's Dudley in at the 3. He feeds it to Gortat. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Dudley against Korver. Kicks it to Horford. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Cooper against Beal. Cooper with the bucket. Cooper's got 17 now.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking, and Greg, he's cooking with gas.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight, and he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Teague gets a screen from Cooper. Teague drives in. Korver dishes to Horford. The jump hook, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And Beal kicks to Gortat. The dish to Nene. And he banks in the layup. Nene's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Dudley against Cooper. The shot no good. Wall with some nice D. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Beal. He's got 12. Gortat with a screen on Korver. Now here's Beal. Clock at 4. Fires from the wing. And it comes off the rim with a high bounce. Atlanta's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. T kicks to Freak. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Timeout. Start it. Patience. Patience.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. The game coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris. The Wizards making a switch here. Neal's checked in. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Hawks.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in the transition.
Just 3 to shoot. Cooper. Rebounded by Hood. Hood's got 4 rebounds in this game. Nene, the screen. Here's Wall. From 11 feet away. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Wall passes to Hood. He dishes it to Neal. And Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Schroeder kicks to Freak. All alone. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Oubre, good. Oubre's got 6.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
T dishes to Splitter. Freak with it. He's got 23. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Hardaway's checked in for Atlanta. And then for Washington, Perkins comes in for Nene. And Nate Walters subbed in for John Wall. Oubre kicks to Hood. From deep, Neal. Atlanta with the rebound. Millsap's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Schroeder passes to Splitter. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Millsap. 25 points for Freak.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Oubre kicks to Walters. Perkins with the screen. Walters dishes to Perkins. Here's Oubre. Nice D from Cooper.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And Cooper drops both of them. The Wizards have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Lets a floater go, and they're able to recover. They retain possession. And another miss by Washington.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Over to the left wing. Banked in off the glass. Cooper's got 29.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
On its way from Neal for 2. Rebound Atlanta. Splitter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Cooper. Oubre pulls it in.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Walters passes to Neal. Here's Hood. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got 16 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The Wizards have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. Free throw, good. Oubre. Thabo Sefolosha. Making some changes here. Muscala, he's checked in for Millsap. Cooper comes in for Sefolosha. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Justin Holiday. John Wall's checked in for the Wizards. Cooper in at the 3. Muscala is out there with Splitter. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Hardaway in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Splitter sets a screen. And Hardaway Jr. is good for 3. Hardaway has got 5 points in the quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Perkins with the screen. Left side, Wall. Can't hit from the elbow. The Hawks shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Cooper. From outside, off the mark. Washington's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. Got a piece of it. Fires the 3. That's good. Cooper's got 32 points in the game.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
And it's blocked by Cooper. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Nate Walters checked in for John Wall. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Schroeder hits them both. Here's Walters. Pass to Oubre. Shot to stop the run. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Splitter sets a screen. Splitter kicks to Muscala. Gets to the corner and buries it.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball movement, you're right. And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg, when you see an opponent that many times. It's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Unloads from 13. Oubre, good.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. And that one's good.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Cooper with the bucket.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
I know, but he got...
Thank you, Kevin, and now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again and got points inside to show for it. An explosive, hard-charging performance. I loved it.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a...
Looking at the stat line, you took a lot of threes tonight. Any particular reason for that?
How about I jump home? Just a second.
Well, Mr. Reporter Man, let's look at the facts. Do I have good range? Absolutely. Have I made a lot of threes in the past? Of course. Do I have the swagger to take them when I can? You know it. So there you have it. I'm just trying to win games, baby.
Any reason you were in such an offensive group tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I had some pretty good looks and was able to knock them down. When my teammates are helping to set me up like that, my part is easy. So, thank you all.
You went through a lot last year as you got acclimated to being in the NBA. And then you went through a tough time in the offseason with the death of your childhood friend, Victor. Can you explain your mindset to us as you try to move forward this season?
Look, last year went by in a flash, so I ain't even thinking about it no more. It's about what I can do now with this team right here. Vic's gone, and sometimes I still can't believe it. But he's in a better place, and that has nothing to do with my play this season. None. So from now on, let's not bring up my past, and let's keep these things in basketball only, all right? I'm ready to take the next step this season, and that's all you need to know. Thank you.
got you.